Hi guys, these are my unspoken rules in Zimbabwe. This is coming from a British person who's never been to Zimbabwe before, apart from this time. First one is the government cars. If you see the government cars, you must stop and pull over. Now, you'll know when you see them, it's about 10 to 12 brand new cars, all with flashing lights, normally blacked out windows, everything like that, and they'll be like in a line as well, normally driving at high speed. If you see them, just stop, pull over, find a safe space to stop. If you don't stop, they will stop and try and come to you. I didn't know this when I first came, and I did almost get pulled over by one of these people because I didn't stop. They must think you're trying to make an attack on the president or something like that. That's the first one. I also think they should play this as on the tannoy at the airport so that everybody knows, because if you don't know, you can be in some serious trouble. Next one is the traffic stops or police stops. They're everywhere in Harare now at the moment. They're normally in police uniform and they're standing at like traffic light areas or junctions, and they're looking for licensing issues or paperwork or something like that, and they pull you over. They normally, you can tell when they are because there'll be a bit of traffic, but I noticed they normally pull combis over, maybe looking for documentation or something like that. If they want you to stop, just stop, because they'll maybe to come after you if you don't. One thing I would say though is their signalling is not very clear. They do all sorts of movements like this, and they should really just have a go or stop sign, because it's not clear and you can just easily go through them without even knowing. Third one is don't expect any change from anywhere. If you're at a shop, especially, even worse actually is the big supermarkets like Pick and Pay, places like that, you will not get change at those places. In fact, there's no coins in Zimbabwe. I've never even seen one in the whole time I've been here. So if something's 25 cents or 50 cents, they're going to give you something for the change. I hate this part about living in Zimbabwe. So now I do all my shopping with a Visa card. You can also use EcoCash, but try and keep things up to the nearest dollar, or you'll get given a pencil for your change. That brings me on to the last point, which is the dollars. So we use US dollars here in Zimbabwe. The ones and the twos are the worst, and you'll often get given ones that are really, really battered and broken, ripped, sellotaped up. They're really, really in a poor state. If you get given these notes, just question it and say, can I have a different one? This one's broken. Because if you try and give that note to somebody else, they're not going to accept it. You're more within your right to just ask for a fresh one. But yeah, that's my unspoken rules. This is my opinion, no hate, no hard feelings about it. These are just my opinions, and I wish someone had told me these things before I came.